What's up? This your man Step and welcome to One of Us. So this is a game where we're in this village or something like that, and there's a wolf, a werewolf on the prowl. Somebody in the village is a werewolf, and we gotta figure out who it is. But if we figure out the wrong person, the werewolf is just gonna kill everybody, including me. And I'm not trying to die today. You can die. I'm not trying to die. I got a life to live. You know what?
Oaktown used to be a peaceful place. A place where the
Hey,
air smelled of Douglas fir. Neighbors greeted each other in the morning, and children could play freely in the streets. 20 years have passed since the last werewolf appeared. People soon forgot the dangers that lurk in the night. They stopped worrying that one day the threat might return.
it did.
Until recently, when the huntsman was killed by a vicious werewolf attack, and only last night, Frau Grossmutter was severely wounded by the wolf. Yes, Oaktown used to be a peaceful place.
I like
Now
this
it's a
shit.
place of danger and death.
I like this shit.
Will you be able to find the werewolf before more innocents must die?
See, one
With
thing.
her husband, the huntsman and sheriff of the town, dead, it is up to Belle to find who was behind these vicious attacks. You have to act fast. The werewolf must be identified before nightfall, when the town will gather and execute the most likely suspect.
Oh, is it my turn? Anyway, one thing I like about these kind of games is the voice acting. You know what I'm saying? And the art style. Now, mind you, this art style isn't my favorite because her face, man, she just looks like she's motherfucking. Matter of fact, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse cursor, but hold on real quick just in case you can. Okay, so you should be able to see my mouse cursor now. But anyway, yeah, she just looks so calm, knowing goddamn well that one of these could be a fucking werewolf. Oh, that's Red Riding Hood. Well, Red Riding Hood is a good pass. You know she's not a damn werewolf. Well, she might be. You never know. But anyway, I'm guessing that that is Red Riding Hood's grandmother. So, can I pick those flowers up as a token of
Let's
my...
take a look at that.
Okay, detective. Get well. Uh, okay. I don't know what the fuck that said.
Frau Grossmutter, can we talk?
Certainly. What's on your mind, dear?
I do like the voice acting though. Man, it's been a while. I don't even have I played a point and click game with voice acting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. But what do you remember about the attack? Who do you think attacked? You ask about townsfolk. I don't care about the townsfolk. Let's talk about
What
the
can you
attack.
remember about the attack last night?
Oh, dear. It was awful.
It was awful.
That creature just burst into my home and attacked me.
Did-
Thank God my dear Red was there and saved my life. God only knows what would have happened without her.
My thing is, what in the hell could Red Riding Hood do to stop a werewolf, man? Did she say please? Is that what she said? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How did Red save you?
How did Red save you?
She used a torch.
Oh,
That creature seems to be terrified of fire. Red chased it away with the torch.
well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think Red Riding Hood should be holding a damn torch in the house unless it wasn't. No, it had to have been in the house. Anyway, I don't think she should be holding the torch in the house, man, because you know your houses are made of wood and wood is like gasoline when it comes to fire, man. You know what I'm saying? One spark and it's up in flames. What do you remember about the attack? Why was Red at your house that night? What do you remember about the attack?
What can you remember about the attack last
I don't
night?
know.
Oh, dear. It was awful.
Oh, I already
that
asked that.
creature just
Sorry.
burst into my home.
Why was Red at your house? How about
Why
that?
was Red at your house that night?
You see, things haven't been so good with her husband lately. You know how it is, dear. She was asking me for advice.
Oh, and not going out to cheat on that nigga like some people would do. I'm not saying some females. I'm not gonna make this into like a biased debate. But you know, when you're going through troubles, you end up cheating. I don't know why. What problems are there with her husband? I don't think that's any of our business. I'll ask that last if it's still up for debate.
Who do you think
know?
attacked you?
It could be anyone, really. If I had to decide, maybe one of those drunkards from Tweedledum's bar?
Oh, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Now, one thing I'm trying to figure out about this game, I really don't give a fuck about the problems with Red Riding Hood and her husband. But anyway, one thing about these kind of games, it's kind of like Murder and Masquerade Manor, where you got to go around and you ask questions and shit like that about the murder weapon and shit, and then you pretty much come up with who you think is the murderer in that game. and if you mess up, you lose. In this game, I don't know if it's gonna be like that or if it's just gonna be a full story-based game. Although they did say in the description, you gotta figure out who's the werewolf. Otherwise, everybody's gonna die. So I'm pretty sure we just gonna ask questions and then we gotta pretty much come up with our own answer. And yeah, I like that, man. Ooh, ask about townsfolk. Why not? What do you think about Geppetto?
What do
That's
you think about
Pinocchio's
Geppetto?
daddy.
A nice man. A bit too obsessed with his craft, which is why I broke up with him many years ago.
You
Well,
two were together?
I don't think you should.
For a brief time, yes. Many years ago. I often wondered if our love could be rekindled.
Well, he's got Pinocchio now, so fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you never know, man. I mean, time. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? You wonder about what could have been, but if somebody comes back into your life at a certain point in time, don't brush it off. It's a sign. Life lessons with step. Well, how about we ask about Snow White? You know what I'm
What
saying?
do you think about Snow White?
A pitiful creature. She has to live with a broken heart for so long, she's forgotten what's right and wrong. Now, she'll do anything for her own happiness, even destroy that of others.
No, that kind of made Snow White to be the werewolf. And you know, I'm curious about that. I'm like, this is his own game. You know what I'm saying? And it's putting all these fairy tale creatures in one game. So it's like, did the maker of the game make one of these people the werewolf? Like, could it be anybody? Snow White, Geppetto, Pinocchio, Red Riding Hood. It could even be the grandmother. You never know. So I'm like, is that the case, or is it gonna be some shit where it's just like one specific person, like some evil person? You know what I'm saying? Like most stories go, and all the good people are just good people. I don't know, man. Well, how about
What do you think
Tweedledum and
about
Mary?
Tweedledum and Mary?
I haven't really spent much time with them, I have to say. But from what I hear, they are a troubled couple.
Well, hey, that's what happens when you're not having sex on a regular. You know what I'm saying?
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, time to talk to Red Riding Hood. Wait. What was that? What was that? Oh, I thought I saw something important. Anyway, Red Riding Hood, and we'll talk to you.
Red, we need to talk.
Sure, whatever you need, Belle.
What happened last
What
night?
happened last night?
It all happened so quickly, I can barely remember.
She remembered.
But I was at my Großmutter's house when the attack happened. That creature, it was so shocking. It jumped at my Großmutter and attacked her. I didn't know what to do, so I grabbed it for the torch, and then it ran away.
Yeah, it was like, oh shit. She knows she doesn't have steady hands in this wooden house. I'm telling you, man, it's like gasoline. Do you have any idea who might be the werewolf?
Do you have an idea who might be the werewolf?
I don't know, maybe that Snow White person? I always thought something was wrong with her.
See-
This is all so bad. So bad. How will we get out of this situation? Oh, and your husband? Belle, I'm so sorry. How are you?
I'll be fine.
Oh!
I just need to focus on finding the bastard who killed him. That will make
That-
things right.
That's Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Looks nothing like her, but then I'm like, who the fuck killed Beast? Beast is supposed to be an X-Men. Oh, that's the wrong Beast? Oh, do you have any idea who might be the werewolf? No, she already answered. And they're making Snow White out to be the culprit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's Snow White. I think it might be somebody who we, you know, might not even expect. I don't know.
Tell me about Frau
wait to see.
Großmutter.
She's a wonderful person. She took care of me ever since my parents were killed by the last werewolf.
I didn't hear anything she said about her grandmother. Anyway, how are things with your husband?
How are things with your husband? Charming.
Oh, we're fine. You know how it is, ups and downs. But we're fine.
I didn't know Red Riding Hood was married to Prince Charming. I thought that was Fiona from Shrek. What do you think about Geppetto?
What do you think about Geppetto?
Pinocchio's daddy.
He is the mentor of my husband, Prince Charming. He is a good old man. Also, a long time ago, he had an affair with Frau Großmutter.
Well, I mean, we already know that because I talked to your grandmother. She still wants the D, man. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell Geppetto that. I'll tell him. What do you think?
What do you think about Snow
Think
White?
about Snow White?
She is the last single woman in town. I think she's up to no good.
Well, I'm gonna talk to her after I get done talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and settle this once and for all.
What do you think about Tweedledum and Mary?
I don't know much about them. They run a bar in town, but they are unpleasant folk. I like to avoid them.
And mind you, in this game, I'm only trying once,
I'll
man.
talk to you later.
I'm not gonna make this a series because I tried Murder at Masquerade twice. I did a couple of videos on that. I will not do the same shit with this game. It's just one of those games that I want to try because it looks good. You know what I'm saying? And now that I think about it, I do like the art style though. It's hand-drawn shit. Geppetto and Prince Charming. Where's Pinocchio? Don't tell me that's Pinocchio right there before he was actually made. Let me look at these pictures real quick.
Let's take a look at that.
So is Belle supposed to be the police officer in this game? The sheriff? Geppetto still misses Grossmutter. If that's how you say it, I don't know, I forgot.
Let's take a look at that.
Yes, let's. Charming needs to get in control of the situation again. More often than not, he's not at the workshop at night. I know what he's doing, but the rest of the town must not find out about it. It would be his end. I cannot wait. I didn't read the rest of
Let's take
that.
a look at that.
I can't lose my apprentice. I'll protect him. Oh, and now that I want to exit out, you don't want to exit out. Anyway, let's talk to Geppetto. What up, Geppetto? Where's Pinocchio? Talk to me.
Geppetto, do you have a moment?
Certainly. What's on your mind, Belle?
I like that voice for Geppetto. So I'm guessing that all of this shit is way before Geppetto got old. You guys ever seen the old Pinocchio movie back in the day? It's like back in the 90s. That was one of my favorite movies ever. You know what I'm saying? It's an awesome movie. But Geppetto was old as dirt in that movie. What do you know about the recent attacks?
What do you know about the recent attacks?
I know that I'd kill the bastard who did this within a heartbeat, attacking my poor innocent Frau in the middle of the night.
And killing my husband.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
killing your husband.
Yeah.
If I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Belle, you can believe me.
I don't think Geppetto gives a fuck about Beast. You know what I'm saying? What do you know about the attacks 20 years ago?
What do you know about the attacks 20 years ago?
It was horrible. I'm sure you know the werewolf was my father back then.
Well, it could be you.
My family never was the same again.
Actually, now that I think about it, I doubt it's Geppetto. It might. I'm banking on either. I don't want to say it because they're putting off as a bad person, but either Snow White or Prince Charming. You know, it could be grandmother, and it couldn't be Red Riding Hood, unless Red Riding Hood is trying. No, because Red Riding Hood was there when the motherfucking werewolf attacked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm either banking on Prince Charming or Snow White, and then again, I don't even know. It could be Tweedledum or me. I don't know. It could be anybody. How's your workshop going?
How is your wood workshop going?
Good. Charming is a fine apprentice, and he does make some good progress. If only he spent less time fiddling around and more time in the workshop.
I think it might be Prince Charming. What do you mean it's fiddling around?
What do you mean Charming is fiddling around a lot?
Oh, I really shouldn't tell you this, Belle. He has been sneaking out at night. That's all I can say. I will take care of the situation.
Now, mind you,
How will you take care of Charming's behavior?
I will teach him a lesson, of course.
I'll spank that
I am
ass.
his mentor, after all.
I'll spank that ass. Anyway, so that they're doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and by that, they're making Snow White out to be some crazy female who is plotting against everybody. You know what I'm saying? And she could possibly be the werewolf. But now they're making Prince Charming out to be the werewolf because he's sneaking out at night. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff without doing his actual work. So it's like, but Prince Charming could just be out getting some puss. You know what I'm saying? He could just be out having some coitus with people, you know? But I'm like, I don't know. It's hard. I know you have the werewolf gene in you.
Geppetto, I know you have the werewolf gene in you.
It's true, Belle. It does run in my family, but I didn't turn in more than 50 years. Why should it happen now? Believe me, Belle, if it were me, I'd tell you. My life is worth much less than those of the innocent victims.
You know, I believe Geppetto, man, he's a good dude. Based on the movies, you know what I'm saying? Geppetto cared about people and cared about Pinocchio a lot as his son. So I doubt it's Geppetto. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? You were in a relationship with Frau. Don't give a, you know what? I do want to.
You were in a relationship with Frau?
Once upon a time, we did share some wonderful nights, yes.
Yeah, wonderful
And
nights.
still, I hold her dear in my heart.
That's sweet. Found the pictures of Frau. You still love her, don't you?
I found
I
the
can
pictures
tell her.
of Frau. You
I can
still
tell
love
her.
her, don't you?
Oh, well, yes, I do. But you see, what we had is over. She would not want an old man like me.
That's what you think.
So I keep it to myself.
That's what you think. That's what you think. That's what you think, cause for what I know, she wants you back. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I can get them back together, man. Developer, you better let me get Geppetto and Grassimate or whatever, however you say that shit, back together, or I'm gonna be upset with you. What do you think about Tweedledum
What do
and
you
Mary?
think about Tweedledum and Mary?
Those two really should get their act together. Lowlifes as they are, they'll never get out of that hole of theirs.
Okay, well, that's a way to be optimistic about people's lives. Red and Charming.
What do you think about Red and Charming?
Red is such a wonderful person. Charming is very lucky that he has her, and he really should treat her right.
I agree, man. If you got somebody special in your life, even if they're gone for a brief period of time, love them, care for them, treat them with all the respect in the world. I'm learning from myself because I never really did it. Anyway,
I'll talk to you later.
thanks, Geppetto. I'm gonna talk to this boy over here. What's up, boy?
Charming, do you have a moment?
For you, always, my dear Belle.
Wow, that voice. He sounds like he should be in NSYNC 2. NSYNC 2, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, or Backstreet 2, I don't know. What do you know about the attacks 20 years ago?
What do you know about the attacks 20 years ago?
I only heard about them because I was living in another kingdom back then. I know that Geppetto's father was the wolf. He told me that if he were to turn into a werewolf, it would have happened many years ago. I trust him.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I kind of don't trust Geppetto, you know? Because that shit could possibly have happened. I heard you weren't home last night. Where were
I
you?
heard you weren't home last night. Where were you?
Sex?
I fell asleep at the workshop, working on my latest project.
Oh, you working on the first ever Spartan laser? To take out the werewolves? Geppetto's carrying the werewolf gene.
Geppetto is carrying the werewolf gene inside him. Do you think he's the wolf?
It would have happened a long time ago. I don't think he's the werewolf.
Yeah, don't just brush it off like that. What do you think about the other members?
What do you think about the other members of Oaktown?
Well, there's my wife Red Riding Hood and Frau Großmutter. They were victims of a werewolf attack last night. Snow White is a wonderful woman. One day she will find a man to fill her heart. Geppetto is my mentor, of course. He taught me everything I know. And then there's Tweedledum and Mary. I don't know much about them. They seem to drink a lot.
It's kind of hard to figure out who it is.
I'll talk to you later.
I feel like it might be like fucking. Now I'm starting to think it either might be Geppetto or Snow White or Prince Charming. I don't know.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, take a look at that. Wow, that's torn up. What the fuck? Anybody want to explain that coat?
Charming, do you have a moment?
For you, always, my dear Belle.
I want to talk about that coat. Yeah, I found these ripped clothes in the workshop.
I found these ripped clothes in the workshop. They look unnatural.
Those aren't mine. I don't know where those came from.
Damn, bruh.
Maybe they are Geppetto's?
Ah, right. Maybe they are. They do look rather gruesome. I do not know what happened there.
It's gotta be Prince Charming. It's gotta be Prince Charming. He wasn't building no damn Spartan laser last night.
I'll talk to you later.
Motherfucker was transforming. And I ain't talking robots.
Geppetto, do you have a moment?
Certainly. What's on your mind, Belle?
I found these ripped clothes.
Geppetto, I found these ripped clothes in your workshop. If you ask me, they look like the remnants of a wolf transformation.
Yep.
Oh, those old rags. I can see why you'd think that. I ripped them while operating the wood saw.
I think he's
now I use
lying.
them to mop the floor. There's nothing special about them.
I think he's lying, yo. I swear I think he's lying. I think
I'll
he's
talk to you
trying to
later.
cover up for Prince Charming's punk ass. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Prince Charming. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say it's Prince Charming with his ass, you know? And I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him in the act, cause I ain't on that dumb shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm smarter than that. So, I'm guessing, who the hell is this? Oh, that's Snow White. What up, baby?
Snow White, do you have a moment?
Yes, Belle. Let's talk.
I like your voice. What do you know about
What
these
do you
attacks?
know about the attacks?
They are scary as hell. That's what I know. And for a single woman like me, without a man at home to protect me,
Oh my god.
I'm scared.
Oh, whatever shall I do in the... Oh, that bitch. What do you... What? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Have you seen anything suspicious?
No. Ever since the first attack, when your husband died, I locked myself in the home at night, hiding.
Oh, I think you're lying, yo. It's either Prince Charming or Snow White or Geppetto. One of them motherfuckers is lying. And you know what? I'm going to guess right. Fuck that. I wonder if this game is random, though. Are you the werewolf, Snow? Wow.
Are you the werewolf, Snow?
What a question. No, I'm not, obviously.
What do you mean?
Besides, I could not be. You cannot turn into a werewolf until, you know, your flower has been taken.
So, wait.
Oh
You're
shit.
still a virgin?
Snow
I'd
White's a
appreciate it
virgin.
if it stayed between us. But yes, I am. So even if I had the werewolf gene, I could not turn. For now.
Somebody need to go ahead and pop that chair, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. You know what's going on between Charming and Red?
Do you know what's going on between Charming and Red? They seem to be having some issues.
I do not. But if you know anything, please tell me. I like a good gossip.
I hate gossip. Gossip is a son of a bitch. I had somebody sit there and tell my grandmother that she saw me pushing the damn baby carriage down the street. I don't have kids. I got a car. The fuck am I gonna be doing that for? Alright, thanks for your words.
I'll talk to you later.
Gossip is a bitch, especially when it's not true, you know? I'm not going, oh, matter of fact, yeah, I am going to Snow White's house, god damn it.
I
Oh,
can't do that.
why not? You went in Geppetto's house, uninvited, like you were 5 or some shit. Alright, I guess we'll go talk to Tweedledee and Dumb and Mary. That's Tweedledum. Dumb is tall, man, Jesus. I thought Tweedledee and Tweedledum was short. Little egghead bastards, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just looking around for like stuff to, you know, read up on, you know what I'm saying?
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, let's do that. He did it again, snuck out at night to meet with her, that beast. When will he finally realize that he belongs to me? Life isn't fair as I didn't have enough problems, and now this wolf thing, I need to be careful. Alright, so Tweedledum is apparently sneaking out to go meet with who? It can't be Snow White because she's a virgin, you know what I'm saying? Unless they're kissing, you know, kissing doesn't count. But it's like it might be Snow White. Not the wolf. I'm saying like sneaking out with him. But then again, it might be Snow White as the wolf. I don't know. This game is confusing as hell. I guess I'll talk to... Oh, that's Bloody Mary.
Mary, can we speak?
Of course, Belle. I hope I can help you catch that monster.
You would have looked a hell of a lot better if you had blood red eyes. Anyway, have you seen anything suspicious?
Have you seen anything suspicious?
Nothing, to be honest. I haven't seen or heard anything.
Problems in Charming and Red's
Do
relationship?
you know anything about the problems in Charming and Red's relationship?
I think he doesn't really love her. Maybe he hasn't realized that yet, but they don't belong together.
I swear.
Why would you say that?
It's just a feeling I have. He's too good for her.
Oh. Why do you say that? Do you want Charming?
What do you know about the attacks 20 years ago?
I was still a little girl. I remember hiding in my home with my mother, but that's about it.
Okay, what about Charming not being at home?
Did you know that Charming was not at home during the attacks? Any idea where he went?
What? Why would I know? I don't know anything.
I think it's Charming. I think it's Charming. What do you think about your husband?
What do you think about your husband, Tweedledum?
Oh, Belle, I used to dream that I would meet a prince. But God almighty, have you seen what's happened since?
That was some wordplay like a bitch, yo. If you missed out on that rhyme, you sleep, fool. Man, we gotta listen to that again. Go ahead and tell him, Bloody Mary.
Oh, Belle, I used to dream that I would meet a prince. But God almighty, have you seen what's happened since?
That shit was dope, fool. That shit was dope as fuck, man. Anyway, we're gonna ask about Geppetto.
What do you think about Geppetto?
He's a noble man. Good thing he's teaching Charming all these wonderful techniques.
That shit was dope. I'm still on that rhyme, man. That was wordplay like a bitch.
I'll
Anyway,
talk to you later.
it is a fairy tale. Fairy tales tend to, you know, rhyme a lot. But I'm starting to think that it might be Prince Charming just because the way Bloody Mary kind of reacted to me asking about Charming, and then Charming reacting to the coat and shit like that. And then I just feel like Geppetto was lying about it. He said that it was just an old coat he used as a mop now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I kind of don't know about that, dog. You know? I just don't believe that dumb shit. How the hell do I go ahead and tell people what I feel? Because I swear I feel like Prince Charming is the one. Where was Charming last night?
Where was Charming last night?
I don't know. He didn't come home, so I went to my Großmutter for advice.
Does this happen often?
From time to time. I'm sure it's nothing serious.
Oh, you think it's nothing serious. Did you know that Geppetto's carrying the wolf gene?
Did you know that Geppetto is carrying the wolf gene?
I was shocked to hear it. Do you think that being a werewolf runs in the family?
It appears so.
Yeah,
yes.
apparently.
But that means, that Geppetto must be a werewolf, right?
I think it's Prince Charming. I'm just saying that right now. I found ripped clothes at Geppetto's workshop.
I found ripped clothes at Geppetto's woodshop. They look unnatural.
Oh, really? Do you think Geppetto could have something to do with the werewolf? He does carry the gene, after all.
I think he's in cahoots with the werewolf who was Prince Charming. But I don't know that yet. Cause tell me about Frog Geppetto.
As the night draws closer, the townfolk gather around the fire. A decision must be made. Who is the werewolf? Who needs to die before he can take more innocent lives?
I'm thinking it's Prince Charming, man. I think it's gonna fuck around and be Geppetto or Prince Charming.
It is on you to decide. Let the accused present their case.
And you know what's
You dragged us here to point fingers at each other, but isn't it obvious who is behind all this?
No, it's not
Who
obvious.
are you talking about, Tweedle?
Geppetto, of course. His father was a wolf and killed my dear brother.
Is this true, Geppetto? Your father killed my parents?
Oh God, it's gonna be
It's
somebody
true,
I
dear.
least expected.
All these years I never told you because I knew you couldn't look at Geppetto the same. He's not the one to blame.
I assure you, Tweedledum, if I was the wolf, I would tell you. My life will be over soon, and I would not want to endanger
It's gonna be
others
Bloody
like-
Mary, yo.
There's no denying it, Geppetto. It's in your genes.
Even if you wanted to, you can't fight your heritage. If it's in your genes, Geppetto, there's nothing you can do. It's not your fault.
I could tell you, so you could end the killing spree. But it's not me. Killing me would change nothing.
I am sorry, Geppetto, but he does make a good
Like
point.
this game.
Everyone, please. Let's take this more slowly. We must be sure before we make a decision.
Let's talk about Prince Charming and Red Riding Hood. I found ripped clothes at Geppetto's shop. I still think it's based on how we reacted. I think it's Prince Charming, but they're gonna fuck around and make it Bloody Mary. I'm calling it. And if it's Bloody Mary, I'm gonna cry. Let's talk about
Let's
Prince
talk
Charming.
about Prince Charming and Red Riding Hood. They're having problems in their marriage.
I don't think that topic belongs here. It's a private matter.
That wannabe playboy sneaking out at night, huh, Red? Where does he go when no one's looking?
Please, darling. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with Charming.
Don't be fooled by his looks. He can be the werewolf, just like any one of us.
But I'm not.
I'm so sorry about this. I should not have told anyone.
No, you shouldn't have, Red.
See, Bloody Mary's sitting here taking up for Charming. You know what I'm saying? And Charming doesn't know how to defend himself. But I feel like it's gonna be Bloody Mary, man. I swear. And whoever it is, there's gonna be somebody behind the scenes helping them out, keeping this shit a secret. I'm just calling it. But I found ripped clothes, man.
I found ripped clothes at Geppetto's workshop.
All the more proof that he is a werewolf.
Geppetto, if this is true, I can't believe it.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but that does sound suspicious.
Geppetto, what do you have to say about this?
I ripped them while I was working the wood saw. Now I use them as rags. There is no hidden meaning behind them.
Blah, blah. That's just excuses. You are the wolf. Admit it.
Tweedledum, you are awfully fast at pointing your finger at others today. Maybe it is you who has something to hide.
Pa, you wish. But now that I think of it, maybe those are your clothes, Charming? You do spend a lot of time in the workshop as well.
Don't be ridiculous, Tweedle. Why would Charming be the wolf?
He can't be.
Oh, I think it's Bloody Mary, yo. Cause she's just like, why would Charming be the werewolf? You know? Like, oh, anybody with me? I don't know, man. Ask the victims about the wolf.
We should ask the one survivor and her savior what they have to say about the wolf.
It all happened very fast. The creature just burst through the door and jumped me.
Did you notice anything about the creature that might give us a
Oh
hint?
shit!
Nothing in particular.
I got something.
It did hit its leg when it stormed out. Thank God Red was there to save me.
Yes. But how exactly did a little girl like Red save you from the beast?
I just grabbed the torch in front of me and hid it. It seemed to be afraid of fire and ran away.
A beast like that afraid of a small torch? I find that hard to believe.
Right. I think Red Riding Hood is hiding something.
Maybe Red attacked her own Groosmuta?
That's ridiculous. Why would she do that? And if Red didn't save Frau from the attack, then who did? They're both still standing here.
That's
That
what I'm
doesn't make
saying.
any sense.
Yo, I think it's Bloody Mary. Think about it. Bloody Mary is sitting here, you know, first of all, Red Riding Hood and Prince Charming are in a relationship. But I think Bloody Mary has a problem with that, which is why she's defending Charming and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And she's not really with her husband, you know, Tweedledum. Because she did say that she wanted a Prince Charming, basically. You know what I'm saying? But she got Tweedledum. But since Red Riding Hood has Prince Charming, I think she's jealous, and I think she turns into a werewolf. And she can't be a virgin, you know what I'm saying? And with a name like Bloody Mary, come on, man. So I'm going to go ahead and make my decision.
Let's make a decision. Everybody state your case. Who do you think did it?
Geppetto. He has the genes, and now they're active
See,
again.
I think it was Tweedledum. He kept accusing others to hide the fact that he's the wolf.
I assure you, Charming, if I were the wolf, you would not be standing
Oh,
here.
man, I got to
You'd
get
be
this
my
right.
first victim.
I got to get
Please.
this right.
Tweedle, calm yourself. Who do you think is the wolf?
I thought it's Geppetto, but now I'm not so sure. I think it's
I
Charming.
don't think Charming's the
Sneaking
wolf.
out at night? Where did you go?
Or that nasty woman Snow White.
See?
No one would notice if she turned into a wolf, right?
I agree. It might be Snow White. She was alone and could easily sneak out at night.
Stop it. It's neither me nor Charming, okay? He was with me last night. Charming and I have been meeting in secret.
What?
Uh-oh. Goddamn.
Snow, why did you have to tell me?
Goddamn.
Oh, this is just wonderful.
Oh,
Everybody, please.
shit.
That topic should be discussed in
Oh,
private.
shit.
Let's focus on the wolf.
Oh,
Belle,
shit.
what's your decision?
All right.
Decide now. Who is the werewolf? Who has to die?
I say Bloody Mary. Put your bets in right now. Oh, too late. I say Bloody Mary.
Mary's recent actions could only mean one thing. She was the werewolf. This would be her end. The decision has been made. If you chose correctly, the werewolf will reveal himself shortly before his death.
And before I can... Well, fuck me. Is that it? Did I win?
Mary lived a life in the shadows of society. She knew that she was not as privileged or beautiful as the other inhabitants of Oaktown. At least, that's what she told herself.
If I got this shit right.
Settling for a life of drugs and darkness with
That says
Tweedledum,
Darkest.
she never stopped dreaming. Dreaming of what a life she could have. But now, life has killed this dream she dreamed.
Yeah, so she wanted revenge.
Was she the werewolf, as she was suspected to be?
You better tell me if she was.
No, she was not.
No!
The following morning, the town awoke to a grueling sight. Once again, one of their own had been viciously murdered by the werewolf.
Oh my God!
Frau Grossmutter
Fuck!
had been the wolf's target once again.
Fuck!
Will you be able to prevent the death of more innocent people? It is on you to decide who will be the next person to die.
Man, fuck me, I didn't do it. Anyway. Wait, what?
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, let's. I know my time has come, but that is alright. I have lived a long, happy life. I love you more than... Please share my belongings equally. No, she died! I like that, though. So it progresses. It's not like one of those games, oh, you lose, start over. It actually keeps going until everybody dies. That's cool. So who the fuck? So it wasn't Bloody Mary. Maybe it was Prince Charming. It was either Prince Charming or Snow White. I mean, they have been meeting secretly, so it was probably Snow White. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Damn. Anyway, I did my part. So you do yours by playing this game and figuring out who the werewolf is. And I don't know if the game's random or not. You know? I don't know. But damn, that's an awesome game. I didn't expect that much. I didn't expect this whole story to just wrap around itself like that, man. That was awesome. I like this. Developer. These 100%. A+, one of the best games I've played. One of the best point and click games I've played. But by all means, check the game out yourself, man. The link's down below. Try it out. Tell me who the culprit is on your playthrough. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. I'm out.